So yeah, so what if they don't respect your boundaries? What if you set a boundary, you hold it, say I'm saying no around this, this is my boundary, and they, in whatever kind of way, passively or aggressively or whatever kind of way, don't respect it? What do you do then? And so, of course, not knowing any of your individual situations at all, like this will get to be tailored to your particular situation. But here's my general invitation around this. You can always make a next move on your own behalf. Okay, so the most important key that I want you to get here is that your body is the barometer. Your body is always the barometer. So what you'd say is, okay, well, given this situation, given that things are where they are, I feel this in my body, so I need this. You know, I feel, anger or hurt or fear and non-safety, so now I need this. So you're not actually making it about them. I'm not saying move against anybody in spite. Also not telling you what to do, but just know that you can always make a next move to protect yourself on your own behalf. The example given in the masterclass yesterday was, well, they're not respecting my boundaries, but I still have to go to these family events, so what do I do? So what I challenged there was, do you have to go to the family events? I'm not saying don't, but I'm questioning that you have to. We've had so much conditioning around particularly family, loyalty and obligation, and the sense of have to, like there's a sense of no choice. Well, I kind of have to though. And the example went further of like, well, I don't want to be a bitch though. Like I see this person all the time, well, I can't just stop going to these things, or, I'll just be that bitch. And I question that. Like, well, isn't that just conditioning too? Like, who says that you'd be a bitch? Who says, that's an egoic narrative? That's literally just a story. The truth is, your boundaries are the kindest thing you can do for yourself and for them, even if they don't realize it or agree with that. Because my boundaries basically say, I love myself enough to honor my space, and I care enough about you to not be with you and resenting you and hating you the whole time because I've violated my own boundaries. I care enough to be with you when I actually want to be. Then my energy is going to be flowing and available for you. I'm going to enjoy the time together. I'll have space for you. When your boundaries are made within alignment, that's what you're saying with your boundaries. So your options here are endless. So remember, number one thing is go back to your body as the barometer. It's like, say, okay, there's this big family event coming up. I've drawn a boundary around this thing. Nobody's honoring it. Okay. Let me go within. I feel this. So what do I need to keep myself well and safe? Whatever that might be. Maybe that's talking to them again. Maybe it's being more direct with them this time. Maybe it's not going. Maybe it's canceling a date. We get to really examine these stories that the egoic mind wants to give us about what that means. Is this making sense? Any questions at all? Feel free, any questions? Hi, I'm seeing your hellos. Yes. Your body is the barometer. I'm not telling you what exactly to do here, that. And there's no wrong option either. You're not going to make a wrong move. Let go of the idea that you're going to do this wrong. And just beware of the stories that your mind wants to tell you. Okay, you can always, not only is your body as the barometer, but also it's always, what can I do on my own behalf to keep myself safe, healthy, and well? You are your own internal parent. So also think about the feeling that you want to have in this situation. Well, I want to feel safe. I want to feel expansive. I want to feel happy and flowy. So what do I need to do for myself on my own behalf to make sure that that happens? So see, you're not making it about them. You're not moving against them. You're not doing things out of spite. You're simply using your body as a barometer. Yes. I know, I love that, right? Doesn't that feel so good? You just go back, just return. That's why I named my first online course Returning to Me, because it's returning. You're just returning. You're always just returning. Whatever the outer circumstance, just return. Okay, given this is happening, what do I get to do now? What's my next move that I get to make on my own behalf to stay healthy, safe, and well? Yes, exactly. Yeah, thanks for posting that, putting it into words. It's those two things. Your body's the barometer. What can I do on my own behalf to keep myself safe, healthy, and well? Exactly. You're not making it about anybody else. You're not doing anything mean. Breathe that in. Yeah, Jen says, really working through an incredible amount of guilt and shame for saying no. Yes, of course, especially to my family. But my body is truly thanking me for the space, both freeing and exhausting. That's beautiful. Thank you for letting us see that and witness you in that. That's huge. That's such a huge celebration there. Yeah, this is not going to be hard. You're going to ride waves because you might be passing over a barrier that you've never passed before. Okay, so if you've gone to places that you haven't gone to before, your protective mechanisms are going to get louder temporarily. If you keep going, it's going to be temporary. So that's the guilt, that's the shame. It's like, you're going to let the wave crash over you. It's not going to be fun. And I love, Jen, that you also included the and. My body is thanking me. So that's what I want to invite you to really immerse yourself in. Where is that free space now in your body? How is it thanking you? What feelings do you have now? Your body's thanking you for the space, both freeing and exhausting, for sure, because you've just done work that you've never done. Right? I went hiking yesterday more than I have in months because I'd been sick, so my body is exhausted, but also very free and very liberated. Feels good. You worked a muscle that you haven't worked before. So also when you do this work, let yourself cocoon also. Not shut out the world. Not that. That when you've expanded, let yourself do what I'm doing today and wear sweats and drink tea and cuddle with your kitty cat or your puppy dog, or just breathe, settle into it. This is a new space. Let yourself settle in. Let your body get used to this feeling of expansiveness, and it's freeing and it's liberating. And also we want to teach your body that you're still safe. That not only are you safe, you're more liberated. We want your body to get used to what that feels like, because then your body will want more of that. You'll do more things to create more of that experience for yourself. Does that make sense? So beautiful. Let's all take a nice deep breath together. Just with the breath, we invite all of this information into your body to integrate. Trust that the information is going to go exactly where it needs to go. Put a hand over your heart, maybe. Breathe with me right now. So beautiful. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. This has been wonderful. I love starting my Mondays off with you like this. I've missed it. I've missed you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Our Queen's Quarters membership, where we help our women, if you identify as woman, we help our women with exactly this thing, with tons of wraparound support to get through those humps, to get through that self-sabotaging barriers that will come up when you change your patterns, right? Because growth requires a container, a safe, reliable container, so we feel free to flow and expand. And that's exactly what we are up to in the Queen's Quarters. That's what we do. our whole business is this relationship pattern change on the nervous system level. And our whole business is helping, again, our women get through these self-sabotage barriers where you'd normally go back. We want to help you keep going, you know, get through it, you know, exactly what we did here, but just like times 1,000, right? We have live calls. We go live and answer your questions, a private Facebook group, a 24/7 portal where you access your sisters, being with sisters who are on the exact same journey, who know exactly what you're talking about. That container in and of itself is medicine. It is just, it's medicine. I was crying yesterday talking about it in our masterclass of just the healing magic. And I know there's some queens on here right now, and you know what that kind of healing magic is. When you really invest in yourself, when you really say yes to you and your growth, and you make a declaration and you say, okay, yes, I'm worthy of this level of support, so I can get to the places in my relationship life with others and with myself that I've never been. Because to get, you've heard the saying, you know, and it's very true, to get to places we've never been, we have to do things we've never ever done. And that's scary, and it's messy, and it's a shit show. That's normal. In the Queen's Quarters, it's my favorite place because this is where we wrap you in support as you're going through the shit show, as we're all going through the shit show. And we help you stay in the vibe, stay in the work, knowing that you're not going to mess up. It's not about that. It's not about perfection and doing it perfectly and I can't mess this up. It's nothing to do with that. It's just letting yourself be seen and supported through it, through the humps, through the self-sabotage, through these barriers that you've never crossed, and to the other side, like Jen just mentioned, of like, I did it though. I said no and it was fine. Not only was it fine, but it was amazing afterward. I feel so free. There are still some spots. What I did was I opened up 10 spots for our first 10 enrollees. First 10. Some are taken now, but there are still spots available. The link is in my bio, my loves. The Queen's Quarters. There are still available spots if you enroll to get 2 free sessions with me. 2 free sessions with me for 75 minutes each. That's over a $600 value, because I want to just thank you for making this huge leap in investing in yourself in this way, because that can be a really scary thing. It's necessary, but it's very scary, and I get that. And just to acknowledge you and just to thank you for our first 10 queens who enroll, I'm giving 2 free sessions with me that you can schedule anytime. So go to the link in my bio, my loves, and just check that out. Immerse yourself in it. See if this is for you. We only want full-bodied hell yeses. So if you're not sure if it's not the right time, don't worry about it. But if you're like, oh, this is exactly what I've been asking the universe for, then like, please check it out and DM me if you have any questions. But we do have some of those spots left available for 2 free sessions with me. And I would just love, love, love to support you in this way, if this is for you. The Queen's Quarters has been in my dream seed for years, and it came alive last year, and it's more amazing than I thought it could be. Okay. All right, so go check that out, my loves. If you're watching the replay again, you know, let us know how this moved you. Let us know what showed up for you. Like, what do you want to declare? What do you want to say just to be witnessed? What would you like us to see about you? Have you made it through a hump? Or do you just want to be seen, or do you have a question? Anything, my loves, I'm here for you. I love you so much. This is the point where I could stay on here with you for like hours, because I'm like, oh, but I won't. I'll respect my boundaries. Okay. I love you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for investing in yourself and just coming on this live video. And you're exactly where you're supposed to be. There are no mistakes. You're doing amazing. It's all fruitful. Okay. Replay posted soon. Go check out the Queen's Quarters and the link in my bio, my love. I love you. Bye for now. Till next Monday.